What's good, YouTube? My name is Hector, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, sir. That was crazy. Pause. So today is Friday, which means it is my technically Thursday. No, I work Sunday, do I? I gotta double check. Either way, I'm back at work. I am feeling quite sore from yesterday's pull day. Not gonna lie, my back is fried still, but that is to be expected since I had 2 months I didn't hit my back. So it was a good workout. It was a great workout. It cleared my mind up. I'm still struggling, I'm not gonna lie, because even editing the video, I'm just like, damn, look at this, damn, look at that. And I'm just like being my worst enemy. And that's what I wanted to touch base on yesterday, is how your mind could honestly be your best ally or your best asset. And it could also be your worst enemy and your own detriment to your own progress, because you criticize yourself no matter how much progress you made. And that is part of the weight loss journey that some people are ashamed to talk about. It is hard to talk about because, especially as a man, you don't really like talking about your feelings, especially my generation, because this new generation, they're a little different. But my generation and previous generations, men don't really talk about feelings, and we're not talking about like being macho or anything. It just wasn't a normalized thing. We always were taught to just swallow your emotions, keep it moving, because you're a man, you're supposed to hold these things in and just get things done. And that's what I did for most part, but all those pent-up frustrations exploded in the wrong ways. So I guess this new generation did do something good for once, and exposing that negative mindset that we always had as a man. Talking about your feelings and expressing your feelings is not a weakness, it's a strength. And that is how you're able to progress in life, is by filtering those kind of things and game planning them and working around them, because everybody has their faults. Everybody has their, disadvantages and whatnot. And everybody goes through their own struggles. Nobody compares their struggles to anybody else, because everybody lives their own lives. And that's the best way to think about it, man. You have your own things to worry about. Don't worry about other people's things. And that's how you're going to be able to continuously improve yourself, man. So I'm beating myself up, but I have to keep reminding myself about the progress I've made and who I was at 400 and some pounds, because that was not the person I ever wanted to be. And that's the person I will never wind up being again. We keep it moving forward. Mental battle is always going to be a lifelong thing. It's going to be a very long battle. But every time you progress and every time you have victories, it feels so rewarding, because I was exhausted yesterday from the pool day, and that was my first full active day minus cardio because of my knee. I did skip cardio, but I did do my walking, my steps. I always try to get the 10,000 steps, and I'm very consistent on that because I walk a lot being in New York. So my steps is not really a thing, but even walking home from the gym yesterday, my knee popped twice while walking, and that hurt. So I just have to be very careful on how I take my steps. It's unfortunate that's how my life wound up being, but it is what it is. Lessons are learned, and I just want to progress forward and really showcase that, no matter what happens, you can get things done, man. We just got to get shit done. We got to get shit done. No matter how you feeling, no matter what your mind is telling you, no matter where your motivation is, man, it's always discipline over motivation. Discipline over motivation. And that's because if you have discipline and you have a system and you have a routine, you may feel like shit one day, you may not feel like shit one day, but that routine will stay the same. As long as you turn off your brain and you just keep it moving and you do your routine, you will feel so much better of yourself at the end of that day. So I digress. I got to get going because it is already time to go. So let's get this day started.
We back in Powerhouse. Yes, sir. Still fighting my own head a little bit, but we winning now more than ever. Started with the leg press. This is where you really got to find out where you're at, man. Because physically, it felt good. But mentally, there was still that hesitation, man. Like, you really don't trust it yet. And that's the weird part. Nothing really wrong, but your brain is still trying to protect you, man. So it's just working through that, rep by rep, not forcing it, not backing down either. Just learning how to trust my leg again. So if you see my positioning, I have my legs on a lower position because I'm strictly targeting my quads. I need to get my quads back activated fully. So I'm making sure I really focus on the quads, contracting the quads, going as low as I can comfortably and making sure I control the reps, making sure I'm not locking out. Leg press, one of the best movements you could do for your quads, your hammies, or anything of the such. You got to position your foots up, down, left, right, and whatever you want. But it is what it is. I love this thing. They just added this machine. Love it. I love the seated leg curls. They didn't have it when they opened. They only had the lying ones. So I was really excited for them to have the seated leg curls finally. Leg curls actually felt really good. Like better than I honestly expected. Still a little weak. Some spots fell off. But overall solid, man. And that's how I know it's working. Because a couple of weeks ago, that wasn't even a conversation. Now it's like, all right, we're getting somewhere with this. You want to sit forward like I'm doing. You want to have the seat a little bit forward as well. And you want to be pretty much leaning forward. The reason why is because that's going to fully stretch out that hamstring. If you could see, even though with my big ass legs, you could see the contraction on the hamstrings. And I'm really focusing on making sure I have mud muscle connection with that. And focusing on squeezing just the hamstrings. Now, I do see a little bit of rocking. So that's next time I'm going to make sure I lower the weights a little bit. And just fully make sure I'm moving that weight with my hamstrings. But man, great workout. Next thing, this is the one thing I struggle with, man. Leg extensions. And you feel everything here. No one's hiding on this one. So I slowed it down. I usually do one leg at a time. But I decided to do both because I knew my left leg wasn't going to be able to even do 10 pounds as of yet. My left leg, if you see, is not really holding the weight, if you could say. It's just going through the motions. My right leg is doing the entire weight. So I'm using my left leg more as just a pivot. I don't know how to explain it. But I move my left leg with my right leg. And I'm just getting that flexing motion in my quad. Now, I got to stop kicking up or pushing up with my hamstrings because that's why my legs are clearing the seat a little bit. I got to make sure I'm only contracting with the quad and really focusing on the squeeze. So again, I'm going to lower the weights next time. But we going on to the RDLs. Oh, I love this machine, man. Now, dumbbell RDLs are goated. That is the best thing to do for RDLs. And as you see on my app there, by the way, I use the Heavy app, Hevy, the Heavy app. Love that app. But they didn't have this variation. I don't know. It's not a really common variation. I'm not sure. Booty Builder brand. It is a known brand. But I looked all over. They didn't have it. But either way, RDLs felt really good. This is the highest I went in a long, long time. And I'm proud that I'm able to still do that. My hamstrings have always been my strongest suit in my legs. But this is where I really started to feel a little bit more like myself. Not thinking as much, just moving it. Still aware, still careful, but not stuck in my head the whole time. And that's a big shift. That confidence knowing my hamstrings. And by the way, I hate this setup though. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. What the hell? What kind of re-rack system is that? Anyway. Oh, man. Gotta love it. Finishing with the calves as always. Nothing crazy, just staying consistent. That's really what this whole phase is about. It's not doing anything special, just stacking the days. This calf machine, I love it. It's comfortable. I'm able to get the full extension, the full squeeze, the full contraction. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but to the machine left of me, but not the one directly left to me. It's like moving in the background back there, back up, down, up, down. That's your that's your typical seated, plate-loaded calf raise. I'm not too much of a fan because that puts the pad directly on my knee. So right now, I'm not utilizing that as much, man. But it was a great leg day, even though I was all in my head and everything. And yeah, leg day starting to feel like a leg day again. Not all the way there yet, but it's coming back. See you on the other side. Oh. All right, that's pretty much it. Leg day went better than I expected. I'm not even gonna lie. This morning, my legs did not give me any trouble. So I went to work and didn't give me any trouble there either. So I did the decision to hit leg day. Now I didn't do my full leg day. I skipped out on squatting. I had hack squats in my mesocycle because hack squat is the most comfortable movement for the squat hinge movement. That is the most comfortable, the hack squat. So I opted to skip it because this is my first leg day in 2 months since the black ice fall incident. So I opted to skip out on any squat movements, but I was still able to get a full workout for my quads, my hammies, my calves, just a little bit of glutes with the RDLs and tiny bit with the leg press, but I had my feet lowered on the leg press to hit quads more. But it's all good. I just wanted to get my legs reintroduced into working out. I'm feeling good right now, so I can't complain. But that being said, I did do 3 days this week. I normally do 5, but again, I took a 2-month hiatus. So this week I'm ending it at 3 because I don't want to overexert my body. I'm already feeling like super body fatigue from just these 3 days because I gave it 100% effort, 100% intensity these 3 days. So I did my push, my pull, my legs. So next week I should be going back to my 5 days, which is push, pull, legs, rest, upper, lower. So I'm gonna definitely try to get that done this upcoming week. And I'm gonna fully incorporate my cardio back. And as long as my knee is good, we're gonna keep it pushing, man. So obviously I'll keep you guys updated, but there ain't really much else to do. Today was a great day. Weather is amazing. It goes back to the 40s and 50s to next week, which I'm annoyed. I love the cold, but ever since this knee surgery, it's like the cold, me and the cold don't get along anymore. And I hate it because I actually do love the cold, but hey man, what can you do? But man, I'm ending this video. I'm exhausted. So tomorrow, Saturday, no video because I am not going to the gym. I'm going to give myself these next 2 rest days so I could go ahead and just recuperate these 3 great workout sessions, workout days I did. And we back at it Monday, but you'll see me again on Sunday for Accountability Sunday. But I'm still going to get my 10,000 steps in, but there's nothing to record there. So so I'll see you on Accountability Sunday, where we go over my 3 workouts, how I'm feeling, the progress. But yeah, man, if you're new around here, you've been here. If you've been here, I hope you subscribe. But if you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, drop a comment. Let me know how you liking the videos. Even though I took a 2-month hiatus, I feel like this new flow I got going is much better. Just recording the top set of my workouts, doing the voiceover, adding the little details from the app. And I'll eventually get back to adding the macro factor. I always forget that for some reason, but I eat the same thing every day. So I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I don't even track it because it's literally the same thing every day. I'll put up the meal plan again. It's literally the same thing I eat every single day at the same time. And no, I don't get bored of it. I actually enjoy my food because I season my food. All right, that's pretty much it, y'all. I'll see you guys on Accountability Sunday. Enjoy the Saturday, especially if you're up here with the beautiful weather. And I'll see you on the next one. Yes, sir.